Hi guys, it's Granny. How about a story time? It's been a long time since I told you a story, and it's kind of part of filling you in as to what's been going on since we moved here to the Central Valley in California. Well, um, most of you probably remember my dog, Maya, our dog, Maya. Um, Beautiful German Shepherd, one of the best friends I've ever had. And when we moved here, she was already very ill. Um, she'd been through surgery for cancer, she'd developed congestive heart failure, and she was 10 years old. And as German Shepherds go, that's kind of on the elderly side. So the vet had given us the go-ahead and said, she's good to travel. She'll probably make the trip with you okay. We knew we were going to have to stay for possibly upwards of a month in a motel, which is, that's a hard life on a dog. So I wanted to make sure with our vet that she was going to be okay to do that. She said go for it. So we went for it. Part of me now wonders, and this is a warning to you ever traveling with your dogs, we had her kibble in one of those big plastic bins like you get, at the box stores, Target, Kmart, whatever. And they're just big plastic or rubberized, whatever, bins for storage. It was really hot on the drive down there. And considering how quickly she started getting really ill after we got into our house here, I've always kind of wondered if maybe something had happened to the kibble in the heat. I don't know, I don't know. But in any case, by the time we moved into our home that I'm sitting in now, she was really a sick dog. And I had called a veterinarian, local veterinarian, and I said, my dog she's not able to sleep. She can't lie down because pressure in her abdomen, I guess from the congestive heart failure. So I would let her lean on me just so that she could kind of doze off, but she never really slept. She was really miserable. So I said, if she doesn't start feeling better in about a week, I'm going to call you back and make an appointment to have her put down. So we agreed that that was a good plan. And in the space of that week, I really did everything I could to make her comfortable. But she was really ill, and I won't go into graphic detail as to what was going on, but she was really ill. So one day I was sitting outside here in front of this house and just sitting in the grass with her, just petting her and letting her lean on me, trying to make her comfortable. And out of the corner of my eye, I thought I saw a cat. And I didn't want a cat to disturb her because she was so sick. And I didn't want her to get up and try and chase a cat or something. So I look, and it wasn't a cat, it was a puppy. It was a little puppy about 8-10 weeks old, just adorable, and just bounded right up to me and started licking me and kissing me. And so I scooped it up in my arms and I ran inside and said, Michael, this puppy just jumped into my arms. And he's, what could he say? I'm like, oh my gosh. So I made some effort over the next week to find out, had somebody lost a puppy, find out if any puppies had been born nearby, that maybe I could track down what litter it was from. People are really crazy with their dogs around here. Nobody leashes them, nobody neuters or spays them. It's a mess, the dog situation in this town. So, anyway, couldn't find where the puppy had come from. He was covered with chicken fleas, which are hell to get rid of, but we got rid of those. Meanwhile, Maya's getting sicker and sicker, and I'm trying to keep this boisterous little puppy from, just driving her crazy. But something in me wonders to this day if he wasn't somehow some kind of answer to her sweet dog prayers, and that she said, Lord, my mom and dad are going to need somebody to take care of them. Please send them somebody, because here came this puppy, and 2 days later, Maya was gone, which is kind of another story. I had made the appointment to have her put down. She actually, on the drive there, she acted like she wanted to get out of the car and go to the bathroom or something, so I took her out for a real brief walk. She never did go to the bathroom, and in the process of having her hop back into the truck, she just collapsed and never woke up. The crazy thing about that experience was that as I'm sitting there with my collapsed dog, this animal control officer just happens to drive down the street. And I had already called the vet and said, we didn't make it. My dog had an appointment to have her euthanized, and she's in my arms right now, and she didn't make it, and I'm just weeping. And an animal control officer just happens to drive by, gets out, helps me get Maya back into the truck, because she hadn't gotten in all the way. She kind of collapsed back onto me on the curb, and I couldn't lift her. Maya was probably 55, 60 pounds, and I was at that point probably 80, 85. I couldn't lift her. So fortunately, this animal control officer, bless her heart, helped me get Maya onto the front seat so I could drive her home, and later we made arrangements to have her cremated. I have her remains in a lovely little urn. But the puppy that jumped into my arms that day is this guy right here. This guy right here. He looks like such a good boy right now. He's a rascal. He's like more of a handful than any dog I've ever had in my life. But I love him. And like I said, I think in a way, he was really an answer to prayer, because he keeps me on my toes. He keeps me kind of young, because I have to chase him all the time. So, I wanted to catch you up with the dog situation. There's a lot more things I want to share with you, like my train, but that's going to have to wait for another video. For some reason, lately, my camera's telling me, like, that I've reached my time limit on my videos. I think it might have been because I needed to delete some from my phone memory, so I did that, and so far it hasn't, like, cut me off. But I'm going to end this here, and I send blessings to all of you. Be good, stay happy, don't forget Granny loves you, and I'll see you all next time. Bye. Where's that button?